If Ripple buys Circle, the price of XRP could jump to as high as $10. Yes, that's the bold prediction we're seeing from major sources. But is it realistic? Let's break this down. First, Ripple is reportedly trying to acquire Circle, the company behind USDC, the second largest stablecoin in the world with a market cap of over $61 billion. This isn't just a small business move. This could reshape Ripple's entire position in the crypto space. Back in April 2025, Ripple made an offer to buy Circle for somewhere between $4 billion and $5 billion. But Circle rejected the deal. Circle instead filed for a public listing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on April 1st, aiming to go public with a valuation in the same range, under the ticker CRCL on the New York Stock Exchange. But things didn't end there. Recent reports show that talks have resumed, and this time, it's not just Ripple. Circle is now in informal discussions with both Ripple and Coinbase, with newer bids reportedly climbing to $6 billion to $11 billion. That's a huge number, and it signals that Ripple is serious about this acquisition. Remember, earlier this year, Ripple already made headlines by acquiring Hidden Road, a digital asset prime brokerage, for $1.25 billion. So, why does Ripple want Circle so badly? One word: liquidity. By controlling both USDC and RLUSD, Ripple's own stablecoin, Ripple could position itself as a major player in global crypto payments. Imagine combining Ripple payments with the vast liquidity of USDC. That's not just business growth, that's infrastructure dominance. So how would this affect XRP? To answer that, analysts turn to AI models, both ChatGPT and Grok, for insights. Let's start with ChatGPT. In a base case scenario, ChatGPT predicts that XRP could rise to $3.50 to $4.50 if Ripple completes the Circle acquisition for about $6 to $8 billion, and integration goes smoothly. According to ChatGPT, the inclusion of USDC into Ripple payments could expand stablecoin liquidity and boost XRP's utility in settlement. That's a key phrase: boost XRP's utility. Not just hype, actual function. In a bullish case, ChatGPT sees XRP hitting $6 to even $10. This scenario assumes a higher-end acquisition price, full integration of USDC and RLUSD, and massive global adoption of Ripple payments. What about Grok? Grok's base case is similar, XRP rising to $3.50 to $4.50. But its more optimistic scenario is slightly more cautious than ChatGPT's, $6 to $8. Grok argues that if Ripple Payments begins handling trillions of dollars in cross-border payments annually, XRP, as the bridge asset, would benefit directly. And just like ChatGPT, Grok emphasizes XRP's transaction volume and real-world utility as the main growth driver. Here's a quote from Grok. Although stablecoins like USDC don't directly affect XRP's price, their integration could increase XRP's transaction volume and utility within Ripple Payments. That's a very important distinction. It's not just about owning USDC. It's about how Ripple uses it to strengthen their infrastructure, which indirectly helps XRP. But both AI models give us a reality check too. For one, Ripple might have to sell part of its XRP reserves to finance this deal. That could create selling pressure on the token, which might slow down price growth in the short term. Also, there's regulatory uncertainty. The SEC is still watching Ripple closely. And let's not forget, Coinbase is also in the race to acquire Circle. If Coinbase makes a better offer, Ripple could lose out. So yes, this move has big potential, but it also comes with big risks. One last note, market sentiment will matter. ChatGPT and Grok both assume a bullish market where Bitcoin hits $150,000 and altcoins follow. If we don't see that kind of macro support, XRP may not hit the upper end predictions. Still, this shows that Ripple is thinking big. If they manage to own USDC, they won't just be offering cross-border payments. They'll be building the rails of the future financial system. To sum up, if Ripple acquires Circle, XRP could rise to $3.50 to $4.50 in a moderate case. In the best case, XRP could reach $6 to $10. But that depends on smooth integration, strong market momentum, and overcoming regulatory hurdles. Whether or not you believe in XRP hitting $10, one thing is clear: Ripple is not playing small. And 2025 might just be the year they make their boldest move yet. Thanks for watching. If you want more crypto updates like this, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.